On. Alrighty, this is our 33-week pregnancy update. So, we started this, but this week we had our 33-week appointment, and it was kind of like, not like the best appointment we've ever had. We were a little disappointed. So basically when we got there, our midwife was late. So we started with the student midwife running the appointment, which is fine because it's just like basically questions like, how are you feeling? You know, has anything been bothering you? Blah, 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 that sort of stuff. So, which, I mean, it's fine, right? Not a big deal that she started.
Yeah.
But then it was like time to like start doing the checks. So like blood pressure, the baby's heart rate, and like measuring. And so like the midwife got there kind of like when we were doing the end of the talking portion, when I was about to lay down and get like my blood pressure taken and stuff. And so, and then once she got there, so usually the student midwife does like, will check me for my blood pressure, and then they'll feel the baby, and then after the student feels the baby, then the midwife goes back and feels the baby also, just to like confirm if what the student was feeling was correct. And then same thing, so like the student will measure me and then the midwife will measure me. But this time the student did everything, and then the midwife just kind of sat there and didn't do anything. Like she didn't check her work at all. So we were kind of like, why are you not doing anything? But also because like last time the student wasn't sure about a lot of things, like she wasn't sure about where the baby was, which is fine. She's a student. She's not supposed to be sure. But like that's why we have the midwife there to check and like confirm. And then same thing, like when she measured, she was like a centimeter or two off of what the midwife's measurements was. So it didn't really make us like the most comfortable that like she was the only one doing it this time, as she was like not accurate the last time. So I sent them an email. Me and Chris talked about it after, and we both kind of like felt the same way. We're like, we're not really comfortable with just the student doing everything. So I sent an email like telling them how we were feeling, and like that we just would feel more comfortable if the midwife is checking and not being like an assistant to the student. It should be like the midwife is there and then the student assists them, because that's kind of what they told us what it would be like. So and the midwife was really apologetic. She felt bad, and she was like, if you want to come back and do the appointment, you can come back this week, and I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, like she feels really bad. But so from now on, that shouldn't be an issue. But that's that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you emailed her and you got it sorted.
Yeah.
So she understands, so it doesn't happen again.
Right. So, what the student said, which we're gonna just take at, you know, with a grain of salt, is that the baby is head down, which is good. I have been peeing more than I was before. Like I'm still not getting up in the middle of the night to go pee or anything. And it's not like I have to pee every 5 minutes, but like, and it could be because I'm drinking a lot of water since I'm working often. But like once I pee, I feel like I have to pee like every, you know, 15 to 30 minutes during the day. So, and that's not all the time, but
it's like breaking the seal on a night out once you start.
I've just noticed that like I am peeing more frequently, but still not getting up in the middle of the night really to pee. So, but I also am trying to, like, I try not to drink a lot of water right before I go to bed, because so I don't get acid reflux in the middle of the night. So the student also said that the baby was measuring at 32.5 weeks, which would be a half a week behind than where we should be. And it's also like a week to 2 weeks behind of where we were the previous appointment, which is kind of confusing, because at our last appointment she told us we were 34 to 32 weeks. I mean 34 to 33 weeks, and now she says 32.5. So I don't know. They
did say that the baby could have had a growth spurt at the last appointment and then just plateaued for the last 2 weeks.
Right, but like, I mean, that still didn't really make sense to me, because that's what she told us. But like, if it has a growth spurt and then it plateaus, then to me that means it's staying the same as it was the previous week, and this time it was less than. So
well, they did
like, is it shrinking now? I don't know.
They did have 32.5 saved from the previous appointment, and it was 32.5 again on this one.
Yeah. So I'm anxious to go to our next appointment and have the midwife do the stuff and have her check and see what it is then. So, and that appointment will be at 35 weeks. I've been feeling like weird like movements in my belly, being the baby, but like not like stretching or like, I don't know, elbowing or kicking or whatever. And not like where it's like shifting, but like these weird like fluttery things where I just feel like the kid is like spazzing out. So I don't know if this is normal, but it's like doing the wave, or it's like, I don't know, doing weird things. I'm like, I don't know if this is normal because I have not had these movements before, but like the last like week or so, it's doing these like weird like shaking things.
Full body movement.
Not even that, but it just feels like it's like going so fast. It's so weird. Also, I've started to feel the hiccups, which is quite annoying because it's just like a little boom, 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 like for like a good 5 minutes. So, hypnobirthing. I know we told you we finished class, but like I think we've been doing like a poor job practicing because we haven't done any practice. So, we definitely need to do a better job practicing. This was hard, like working so much, there's not really like time, like when I get home just like edit and then I want to go to sleep, so there's really no time. But
yeah, we should be doing it now instead of filming this. It's all your fault.
We're definitely going to need to step up our hypnobirthing practice, and that's me. Like I need to practice the breathing and like listening to the CDs and doing some relaxation stuff, but I've just been so tired that I just want to like sleep all the time. So once I get some more time off work and I'm like home more, I will up my practice on this. We met with the birth photographer today, this morning, so I think that went well. She's nice.
Yeah, she seemed pretty nice.
She's short, she's like 5 feet tall. And
she seems real though. Her conversation, she was just a normal person.
Yeah.
I'm quite comfortable to have her in a room now because I was a little bit like, I thought it was a little bit weird to have a random stranger in the room while you're giving birth that you don't know taking photos, but after meeting her today, she obviously knows what she's doing. She's done plenty of them. She seems pretty easygoing, and I don't know.
Agreed.
She showed us one of the, it's kind of like a coffee table book that you get of your photos afterwards, rather than like a normal album. It's a pretty cool setup that she does, predominantly black and white. So her work's really good. I was never questioning her work. It was just the weirdness of having someone in the room, but I don't mind having her in the room at all now. Yeah,
and I really liked the little book thing that we're gonna get after. I thought that was cool. So, so basically she takes like all the pictures and then she puts them on an online gallery that we can look at, and then we just check the pictures that we don't want in the book, and then all the rest of them she puts into like this coffee table book, which is pretty cool. And then we also get a CD, and then
I thought it was a much better take on a standard photo album. It looks way cooler.
Yeah, it'll be cool. And today there's 47 days left, so getting down to the go time.
When it gets down to 31 days, when there's only 1 month left, that's when I think panic's gonna set in. That it's really gonna happen.
I mean, and obviously we don't know if it's exactly 47 days, but 47 days until my due date, so we'll see. I don't know. Before I was like thinking like maybe I'm not going to go all the way, but now that I'm measuring on track, like maybe I will go. And I picked out dates that I like, so I would like it to be born on the 30th or the 5th. I think those are good days. We'll see if one of those happens. And we're going to still set up the thing where like people can guess, and the sex and the weight and the date and stuff like that. We'll do that someday before it's born. Alrighty, belly shot time. Alright, 33 weeks from the side, 33 weeks from the front, and 33 weeks from the other side.
What's up, gangster?
I'm not a gangster.
She was just wrapping her head off.
Oh.
Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday, and me and Casey are just getting ready to go meet our baby photographer this morning. The woman who's going to take photos when the baby comes out, so this should be an interesting meeting.
Alright guys, I want to show you all these geese. It's freaky.
They could attack us at any point.
Don't make any quick or sudden movements. They're so weird. Hello. So I just got in from meeting with the birth photographer with me and Chris, and he's at work now, and it went really well. She was really awesome. So I think we both feel, I don't know, I was fine with it, but I think Chris feels better now, like having her there, because he's met her and it's not like some stranger. So that was cool. I'm icing my feet now. I don't know if you can see, because they were really hurting on the way home. Yes, I was wearing flip-flops, but only because, like, I need to give my feet a break from wearing sneakers all the time at work. So, well, sometimes it feels good to, like, alternate. I wish I would have worn my Crocs, but I didn't feel like walking down there in Crocs because we just met her down at the lake by Chris's work. So, I'm relaxing now, watching some Total Divas, but I feel myself falling into the sleep zone, so I wanted to vlog and let you guys know how meeting with the birth photographer went before I like pass out, because I could feel it coming. Hello. I just woke up from my nice nap. It was probably like 2 or 3 hours I slept. I feel like I laid down around like 1-ish, and now it's like 4, so more closer to 3 hours probably. I feel great. I feel rested. I was gonna get up like an hour ago, and then I was like, I still feel some sleepiness in me, so I just rolled over and slept more. So alright guys, that's all for today. Chris is home from work and he's pooped, so I think he's gonna have an early night. And that's all really. It was a nice relaxing day and time to start work tomorrow, so hope these next 2.5 weeks go fast so I can start resting and preparing for this baby. If you guys liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, and if you like our videos in general, subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow.